Before starting to work with Shae Leonard, I was desperate. I was experiencing severe bloating. My stress and anxiety was just skyrocketing. I had some female issues that I had started to encounter that I never had before in my life or through either of my pregnancies. And I was just waking up uncomfortable and going to bed uncomfortable every day. What made me reach out to Shae Leonard for help was just the confidence I saw after watching her videos. I came across her on Facebook. I started watching videos and tutorials and was just incredibly impressed with her knowledge and just the comprehensiveness of her knowledge. It wasn't just nutrition or supplements, but it was a lifestyle and holistic approach, which is exactly what I was looking for. While working with Shae, I felt supported in numerous ways. One of the most was the comprehensive testing that we did in the very beginning. That was super encouraging to me. I felt like we were getting down to the facts so we could really dive in and I would get the most benefit from my time with her. The video coaching calls with the groups were great because they were more of the learning time with Shae. And I loved how they targeted certain subjects. So while working with Shae, many things got better. One of which I had previously been diagnosed with SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So we were aware that that was a concern and an issue. But I was also diagnosed with H. pylori, which I had heard of but knew nothing about, and they first of all helped to calm my nerves and again made me so confident that healing was possible and that we could get through this. So fast forward through my time with Shae, I then got a negative diagnosis for H. pylori, as well as my husband as well. So that was incredibly encouraging. My severe bloating, which I would say was probably my number one concern, that was drastically improving, obviously, as the H. pylori component was addressed. But also with the stress factor and the anxiety, I had learned along my journey and my time with them so many new stress management techniques. And the best thing was that they were mostly natural and holistic and things that I could do at home and, without medication and anything else. So it was so much healing taking place. So Shae's approach was very different from any of the past help I had received. I felt like I was finally getting or addressing all the pieces to the puzzle versus a doctor or specialist addressing one piece of the puzzle. So that was the primary thing that I noticed. And also, this is huge for me, was the spiritual component. So the major takeaways I've gained with working with Shae was really to love yourself and give yourself some grace and, not expect perfection, expect slip-ups and expect obstacles, but more importantly, learn how to handle those when those do come. And that was huge for me. Another takeaway was just gaining strength physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And then the beautiful part of that was then being able to extend this to my family, to my husband, to my children, to my loved ones. If you are on the fence about working with Shae Leonard, I would tell you that if you are willing and ready, it is worth it. That health and healing are possible, and it just takes that initial step and you're on your way. ALLYSON, BANTA, Pawleys Island, South Carolina.